time you go through a major shift and like clear something, heal something, transmute something, breathe through what's arising as opposed to like react and control and like go into the old patterns, you are clearing this for the collective. You're healing this not only for yourself, we are all connected. And never has it been more apparent to me how universal this is. So when I'm working with people in the Embracing Health course, sometimes the stuff they're moving through, that's underneath their illness or symptoms or deep pain and like crazy physical, diagnoses, is emotional. And it's so profound that it takes like everything they have to like let their body let it go. And that's what we do in the work. It's like we're assisting that transmutation. Your body already knows how to heal it. It knows exactly what you're holding on to that's blocking your prosperity or your money or your relationships or your health. But to let that part know it can let it go and to give it what it needs to let it go is like a major, like that is why we're doing what we're doing in this work. It's called Be With That Person. And it's so powerful. And everyone can just see the healing happening. Like the person looks brighter and more vibrant and more glowing, radiant. And I will literally feel like, oh my gosh, that just shifted the template for like millions of people who've been stuck in that exact same pattern. Like you just moved the mountain for millions of people. Like you moved the mountain for the whole human collective. And it's always so evident. And someone said to me yesterday in a group I was in, it was a MOG. So there's a woman who channels, well, it's not really channeling, she embodies this higher wisdom. And it's actually the person Esther Hicks worked with before she realized her own intuitive abilities and started doing the work she's doing was this AMOG intelligence. Anyway, this person was part of this group call we had and said this exact thing, said like, you are moving the mountain for everyone when you move the mountain for yourself. You are literally shifting the template for the human collective. And this happens in other species. Like you'll see that, that if you heard the 100th monkey effect, where that species of monkey, like you teach a certain amount of those monkeys start learning a new behavior, and then boom, the entire collective of that species of monkey who aren't even on the same island or continent begin exhibiting that behavior. We are connected. We are not separate. The intelligence that runs through our DNA, our being, our embodiment, our species is connected. We're not separate. So the download, the awakening that you have, the courage you've found to let something go and let it heal is transmitted to everyone instantaneously. Like whether they pick up on it instantaneously, that doesn't matter. They'll let it in when they're letting it in, and we all have free choice, free will. But it is shifted for the template when you shift it within yourself. We are connected. The other thing that Amag said in this, or the woman who's speaking this consciousness said in the call, was every time you are in that like self-sabotage or you're in like regret, resentment, you're carrying the past and like you're still holding it in a negative way, that is a love of violence. And it really hit me because I never thought of it that way. Where do you still have a love of violence, right? You got to acknowledge consciously or unconsciously. If you're lamenting what's happening in the world or, this thing that happened to me in the past, and you're part of you still kind of carrying it or victimized by it or resenting, you got to begin to see, whoa, could I choose love instead of what it is violence? It's where I'm holding this like charred hot coal that's painful, and I'm still doing this to myself. I'm still carrying it. It's a jagged edge, and that's a violent thing, right? Because it's violent to you, not to the person you're angry with. Could you let go of any part of you that maybe has this, like, that might be a strong thing to say, a love of violence, or just maybe like an addiction to keep it in my life? Where can I actually choose love? I actually saw a really good friend of mine yesterday who had this awareness of like having sold Tesla stock years back to buy his house And this thought that came up now that the stock is like doing really well. Oh, whoa, if I had all that stock, then it'd be worth this. And he immediately was like, no, 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 I'm not doing that. What if my action in doing that is what allowed so many prosperous things to be happening in the world right now? And I was really applauding him over like his total unwillingness to bring that violence into his now and like terrorize himself with this thought of like, what if, or would it have been better? And he's like, nope, this is the way it needed to be. And so that's his commitment to love. That's our commitment to love, is I'm not going to do that. So that was the other little nugget that I got from that call yesterday, and I wanted to share that with you because we can all have a greater commitment to love and let go of resentment and let go of, past and what we may be carrying that's actually hurting us. So are you willing to be a stand for love? That's really the invitation. And remember that everyone everywhere accesses it more fully when you do. So find the courage, find the strength, find the willingness. There is the invitation to work with us and our team, because that is the work we are doing in Embracing Health. So I will include the link for that here so that you can access that. We're opening the doors again for people to come and join us and be a part of this program and really receive the powerful, powerful activation that happens in that community, in that work, on those small group calls, for you and for everyone everywhere. So you can click the link to learn more about the Embracing Health program and be a part of that this year. I love you guys. I'm so glad to be just coming in my own evolution with this, and more and more and more resourcing the true healing and resourcing source and resourcing a depth of everything that my system's ready to let go for both of us. All right, complete your year with strength and with love.